Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are so excited you're here. My name is Nikki McCutchen, and I will be your host for this evening. Our call tonight will be for about 30 minutes. We always love these nights when we get to have testimonials and people tell us what's been going on with them since using the technology. And I'm super excited about tonight's call. Before we get started, just our quick little medical disclaimer. Please know that all Lifeway products are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any dis-ease. If you are pregnant or nursing, please make sure you consult with your healthcare practitioner first. Everything that we'll be sharing tonight is for educational and informational purposes only. And with that, please know whoever invited you to the call tonight must really want you to know about this technology, and they must really just care about you to want you to know what is happening with people across the globe and happening to their bodies and how they feel and everything else that's going on with this technology. So we're just super excited that you're here. And I am going to introduce to you now my new friend, Bryant Smith. He and his wife have been using the technology for a little bit now. But Bryant, if you would come on and just share with us why you decided to start using the technology and what you have noticed since you have been on the technology now.
Well, it was introduced to us from lovely Nikki here. Uh, I went to my chiropractor, and he suggested that I spend a little time with Nikki. And my wife suffers from chronic migraines, and he thought it would be good for her to talk to Nikki about. And so we talked to Nikki, and we were able to try the patches for a day. And within 15 minutes, my wife's migraine was gone. And she was having a lot of stress pain in her neck. It was gone. So it impressed us. And so I even was able to try them and was impressed how it made me feel. I could feel a difference. And so we got on the patches, and we have been doing them for what about, what about 12 weeks now? I
Yeah,
think
was
some,
it February?
I want
End
to
of
say
January?
January, I want to say.
Yeah, January, February, March, April. So yeah, 12 weeks, three months. Yeah.
Yeah. And so the difference that we have seen, well, for one, I want to show you the difference is I have an old baseball injury from my left shoulder. I could never put it past right here. Now I can put my patch on
That's awesome.
with my left hand.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
the flexibility that it has given me with that arm is just incredible. Don't have joint pain like I used to. Um, Matter of fact, I don't think I've had joint pain at all uh, in the last 6 weeks. Is the biggest difference I've noticed. Uh, my wife, she has had two surgeries, several surgeries on her knee where they go in and scrape the backside of the knee to help the cartilage back there kind of regrow. And so she's been doing injections and stuff like that. And she is a nurse, and so she's up on her feet all day. Her knees haven't been bothering her as much lately. Is the biggest, other than her migraines. It is her migraines have gone down so much. She still has them. They're not near as bad, and they're not quite as often.
Praise the
Uh,
Lord.
yeah, it is just phenomenal. So those are the biggest things we've noticed. And then just the overall, you can tell something is going on inside your body for the good.
Right.
You feel it when you first get on these, is something that we both noticed. Um, we made a trip to Disney World uh, about 6 weeks ago, and uh, 5 weeks ago, something like that. Time flies; it's hard to believe it's already been that long. We forgot to put our patches on for 2 days in a row because we were just constantly going, because there was 8 of us total, and so we were just on the go, and we would get out to the parks. Oh my gosh, we forgot our patches. Well, then I finally was like, Sharon, let's just stick them in your purse, and that way we got them. So if we forgot them, we can put them on. Well, in those 2 days that we didn't have them, we could not believe the difference that we felt when we didn't have them on.
Mhm. What would you say you felt then when you didn't have them on?
When we didn't have them on, we felt more sluggish, didn't have near as much energy. Um, and you just you just felt off.
Yeah, interesting. So can you describe for us a little bit more when you're talking about just how you feel overall, on the inside, feeling like that there's something going on? What's what's what does that feel like to you?
Oh, I was afraid you was going to ask that. It's hard to describe. Maybe more youthness feeling. Maybe, I
Mm-hmm.
guess would be the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Um, I've never been one. It's like I'm 59 years old. Okay,
Mhm.
I don't feel like I'm 59 years old.
That's awesome.
Especially now that I'm on these patches. Oh my gosh. Uh, I go to the gym 5 times a week, and uh, just since I've been on these patches, the energy I have, the recovery time that I have from working, I don't get sore after working out now.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
People look at me weird. I've got a couple buddies up there, and they're like, "Are you not sore from the way you worked out the other day?" I'm like, "No." And they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Here, let me tell you." And so I tell them about it, and that's about all it goes right now.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of hard for them to believe. And
Right.
so I'm like,
Yeah.
it's okay. You just
That's
keep
right.
working out over here while you're hurting and all that. And when you're ready, I'll be here, you know. And I've mentioned to it a couple of times. I've even handed them, that brochure I had made up. I've even handed that to them,
That's awesome.
the
Yeah.
time right, they will
And
come.
wasn't it you that was telling me about your hair also in your hairdresser? Was that you?
Yeah, so I made sure I didn't cut my hair. So I don't know if you can see.
A little bit of fuzz.
I did not have hair up here before I started on this. This was all no hair. Now I have hair. It's the craziest thing
In 12 weeks. I mean,
in 12 weeks.
that's amazing. Yeah. And didn't you
Yes.
tell me your sides are getting thicker too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're all getting thicker. The wife said the back of it's even starting to get darker.
Oh, wow. In 12 weeks.
I know.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
And
amazing.
in my goatee, it grows so fast. I'm like
Yeah.
having to trim it like every other day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's I can't wait to see what this is going to do in 6 months.
Absolutely.
You
That's
know,
exactly right. Yeah.
what
And
it's
we
done.
definitely want you to come back and tell us all about what you're noticing because
Definitely.
and that's the biggest thing too is what's so interesting is that you guys had some immediate results with the migraines too. I'll tell you that a lot of times that can be unusual that because that migraines can be tricky, with the technology because they can be triggered and come from all kinds of different reasons
Oh
in your
yeah.
body. So was thankful that we got, such great results, but you stuck with it. So even seeing more results, at that 3 month mark, just watching all these other things that just kind of have kept happening as you've used the technology for sure is super exciting.
Oh yeah.
So
And Sharon is really liking it. It's like the other night, with her schedule, she gets out here and she texts me, go, oh, I forgot to put my patch on. Well, she had a rough night. And it's amazing. It's crazy how not having it on makes that much difference at the
right.
beginning. You know,
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think farther down the road, maybe you won't notice as much. I don't know,
Yeah.
but
And I
we
think
could
even
tell
with
a
that,
difference.
yeah, even with that, people are different because I'm sure there's some people I don't usually miss my patches. There's days like today I was having a scan run of the technology or without the technology and then with the technology. So I didn't actually wear all the patches that I normally wear and I didn't put them on right away. And so I don't necessarily notice anything, but I know if I kept, not wearing them I know I would eventually notice, probably first in my energy, like what you were talking about for
All
sure.
right. I need to share one more thing about Sharon. So,
Oh,
when
good.
we got back, she came down with bronchitis and she was put in the hospital. Well, we kept putting for 2 days. She got to come home on the third day. Um, and we kept putting the patch on. They didn't know that patch was on there, but I kept putting the patch on her. Well, with bronchitis, you're not supposed to go back to work 2 weeks later. And so
Mm,
2.5 weeks later, she's back at work. She worked 4 days this week. Today's her fourth day. And the nurses up there are asking her, well, how are you back to work this fast?
mhm.
And I said, are you sharing about the patches? No, but I need to. I said, yes, you need to. I said, you
Yes.
really do. Because I said, it's the patches that has helped you get over this.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. Yeah, and just so you all know, she's a night nurse, right, Bryant?
yes,
Yes.
yes,
So one of these amazing service-oriented people who are serving, all of us that, if we have issues that we have to go in and be there. And she's just one of those amazing people that is with you all night. So we
yes,
need to
she
give
is.
her a pat on the back because she's truly amazing for all that she does for
Yeah.
people.
And it does help improve bruising. So I had a bruise on my hand right here. I don't know if you can see. You can hardly see it
Oh
now.
yeah. Yeah.
It Sunday it was black and blue, and it's crazy. And as of yesterday, it started looking like this.
Yeah.
Just just crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. Yeah. So we've got help with bronchitis, faster recovery, help with pain from headaches, migraines, neck pain, um, just feeling the difference, feeling more youthful, younger, more vitality, flexibility, completely increasing from for years of not being able to raise your arm up and reach and stretch, and now you can. So increased flexibility, joint pain gone, better lactic acid removal, better recovery time with workouts, knee pain not as bad as it was. So more energy, more vitality, fantastic. Absolutely. It's amazing. All the things that this technology does for sure.
It
So I'm
is.
just going to go over a little bit, just tell everybody how the technology works. If you guys have questions or anything, go ahead and put those in the chat while I'm talking. But feel free to ask those if you have any. But how this technology works is truly phenomenal because everyone can have different results based on what your body needs. And Bryant and Sharon have gotten phenomenal results across the board. But the product is FDA recognized and compliant as a general wellness product. It's a class 1 medical device, completely non-transdermal, meaning there's nothing that transfers. So this is what they look like. There's nothing that transfers from this patch into your body. It is completely sealed on both sides with a medical medical grade plastic, hypoallergenic adhesive. This technology has a 96% effectiveness rate. So when you hear Bryant talking about all these results he's getting, it's because we have that high of an effectiveness rate. Across the board, there are very few things that you can find that will give you that high of an effectiveness rate, especially when you're talking about something natural, having the body do something and have the support that it needs to do what it was designed to do. It works. This absolutely works every time. And thankfully, Bryant and Sharon are feeling it. Even when you're not feeling it, like the scan I was talking about that I went and did today, you can literally have a scan done of how your body is. You can stick these patches in your back pockets, rescan, shows instantaneous results. What that is so important that you need to understand that even if you are not feeling it, this technology is always working. It is because it has a 96% effectiveness rate. That can also be seen. We just had a brand new study come out about X39 to where you see it in the blood, like you're seeing instantaneous results, even in blood work in what's happening. So if y'all want that study, we can get it to you. Ask whoever invited you to call tonight. It's a fantastic study, definitely scientific, so I love David Schmidt. He goes into all this great scientific information, just truly fascinating. We're continuing to run studies. We have over 90 clinical studies, over 200 patents, y'all. 200 patents. There are not very many companies that can say that. You cannot get a patent unless your technology does what it says it's going to do, or your product does what it says it's going to do. So when I tell you 96% effectiveness rate, you have to understand that that is patented, proven out. That is what it does. No other product in the world does what X39 does. There's nothing like this in the world. The only thing that even comes close to comparison is an actual stem cell injection, and those don't always work. They're thousands and thousands of dollars. This technology is pennies on the dollar for that, and it's only usually localized with a stem cell injection. This is activating a peptide that works systemically through your entire body to support anything in your body that your body needs for it to do. Okay, so truly phenomenal. How this works is through a process called photobiomodulation. That's just a big word for light making change in the body. So you actually already understand what this is, because every time the sun hits your skin and your eyes, it tells your body to make vitamin D. And that vitamin D then goes and does what it was designed to do in the body. So when you place this patch on your skin, okay, on the inside of it just looks like a little piece of fabric, which it is, but they're stereoisomers. So at the molecular level, they are reflective crystals made up of amino acids, salts, and sugars that act like a mirror that reflect back in. So the light that we reflect is reflected back from this patch, back into the body, turning on different peptides. Again, I know that sounds strange, but I'm going to explain it. When you talk about the military or you see a movie and they are looking through night vision goggles and they talk about seeing a heat signature at night, they're looking at all these different colors, calling it a heat signature. Scientifically, that is a low-grade infrared light. That light is now hitting that patch, reflecting back from that patch, from those stereoisomers at a very specific frequency, turning on and reflecting and activating a very specific peptide in the body called GHK copper peptide. That copper peptide does literally so many things in the body. Google it, go look on PubMed. There are pages of studies on GHKCU. This peptide was found over 50 years ago by Dr. Lauren Picard. So there's 50 years of research that has been done on this peptide and what it actually does in the body. I'm just going to tell you quickly 5 of those things. The first is stem cells. So I already talked about that. This is activating your own body stem cells to go and regenerate any area of the body that you need. The second thing is cardiovascular health. So your heart, your blood vessels, the lining of your blood vessels. Every 6 weeks that you utilize this technology, it reverses the age of your entire cardiovascular system at the molecular level by 8 weeks. Okay. So think about that for a second. I'm not just talking about anti-aging. I am talking about true age reversal at your cardiovascular system. As your cardiovascular system is able to get younger and act younger, it helps to support the entire body's system in being able to move that oxygen, move that blood, so that you can have vitality going to every part of your body. Okay. The third thing is your brain. Helps to reduce brain fog, helps to even lift it. Like my brain fog just completely went away. I'm able to think clearer. I'm not asking my kids repeatedly the same question that I just asked them 5 minutes ago. I'm remembering conversations. I'm remembering who I talked to, questions that I asked, things that they told me. Even anxiety and depression will be seen to begin to lift. That's all also in all of our studies that you can see. So wearing the technology, I even talked to somebody. She was on one of our calls not too long ago, to where I was asking her how her anxiety was. She's been on the technology probably about 12 weeks now, like Bryant. She's like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I even had anxiety. Anxiety is miserable, hard, struggle, like makes people's lives so not fun. And she totally forgot that she had it. So to have that kind of help in your brain. The other cool thing is that we don't know all the things that this technology will do, because we're talking about stem cells. Another amazing story, a friend of mine using the technology for 9 months now. He's got a certain brain condition that causes all kinds of problems. They're checking his brain, and they're moving the leads around on his brain, checking his neural pathways. The doctor was like, I do not understand what's going on, because you have new neural pathways growing in your brain. I don't know about you, but if I can get my brain functioning better and have new neural pathways, sign me up. And this guy really needs that. That is the support that he needs in his body. And so the doctor was like, okay, this can't happen. Like, you can't grow new neural pathways. This is not possible. And my friend was like, but you just told me that I have new neural pathways. And the doctor was like, you do, but this is not possible. So just absolutely amazing. So obviously now this doctor is researching on this technology, because he's like, this can't happen. Like, that's all he can say is this can't happen. And my friend is like, but you said that's what I have. And he's like, I know you do, but it can't. Just cracks me up, because anything is possible when you're talking about stem cells. Give it the time that it needs to regenerate, to activate whatever your body needs. Some people that may be a long time. I even hear people at 2 years having amazing things happen when they have lots of health conditions. You have to give your body a chance. This is absolutely supporting your body. If you are unsure, go and have a test run at 6 months, at a year. Have some blood work. Go see your dentist. Go see your eye doctor. See what is going on with you, but have those tests run, because even if you don't feel it like Bryant and Sharon are, it's absolutely working. I'm telling you, just go have some tests run. You will see that it's working. Find an amazing person who has a BioWell scanner, a Zyto scanner, a Menla scanner. Have it scanned. It's going to show instantaneous results. No patches, scan, patches on, scan, changes, immediate changes. It is absolutely always working. Help with your collagen. Most people think your collagen is just hair, skin, and nails. It's not. It is the glue that holds your body together. So your tendons, your ligaments, your cartilage, the tiny little fibers, they're these spindles that make up the meridian system. They're actually collagen fibers that cause that to happen, is all of collagen. So it is truly glue that holds us together. So this is all the types of collagen. So taking a collagen supplement, if you want to still do that and spend money on that, go ahead and do that. But this is benefiting your collagen from the foundation, from the inside, from the base. So you have it across the board, helping with everything. Your immune system, again, you just heard from Bryant talking about his wife having bronchitis and being able to overcome that quicker because of this technology. Who doesn't want a boost in their immune system when we need it? We still are exposed to toxins. We still have things that come across our path. Sometimes we may not even get sick. Sometimes we may still get sick, but now we have the availability to us of something completely natural, super easy. There is nothing quicker, easier to put on your body. You don't even have to take anything. You don't have to be able to swallow. There is nothing like that that has to happen. All you have to do is put on this patch. Super easy. So Hydration is key. Okay. That's going to be key for any type of positive health benefit going on with you. That's not just this technology. The technology will allow the electrolytes, so the electrical conductivity of your cells to communicate to one another. The good quality electrolytes along with high quality water is going to help that be even better. Obviously, Bryant drinks a lot of water because he exercises. And so that's going to help. I have to somehow find a way to take this out of when I talk about this technology, but what we normally recommend is 1 month for every decade you are old. So if you're 50, that would mean you want to give this technology 5 months to really see what it's going to do for your body. The reason that I kind of don't like to say that is because anytime you have any kind of health condition, you have to set yourself up for success in understanding that it could take longer than that. You may need to go 6 months to a year. I had a friend that I even told, based on his health conditions, I was like, let's just plan for 2 years and let's just go with it and see what happens. Because when you have lots of things going on, it's going to take a lot of time for your body to reconnect and readjust, to make new neural pathways, to open up your blood vessels, to allow your blood to flow easier and quicker, to allow oxygenation to your cells to become more complete, to allow your mitochondria to be up and moving and stimulated and go and do all the things that they do in the body. That's going to take time. So how do you wear this technology? You put it on the morning when you get up, and you take it off at night when you go to bed. And then the next day you put on a brand new patch. So 12 hours on, 12 hours off. Obviously, I'm guessing Sharon wears hers at night because she's awake at night. So yeah, Bryant's saying yes. So she's wearing hers at night to help keep her awake, give her that energy. Again, I could never do her job. Like, y'all, she's amazing. Like, all these night nurses, totally amazing. I cannot even imagine doing what they do. So thankful for them. Anyway, but so thankful that she has access to a technology like this that can help her do that. I mean, just so thankful. It's truly amazing. So anywhere on the body will do. As you heard Bryant, like they're wearing it on their knee, they're wearing it on their neck. So you can move it around and wear it anywhere. Our clinical studies are based on the back of the neck and below the belly button. But because we've been around for over 20 years, we know that you can put that patch anywhere you want to, and it's going to work systemically in your body no matter what. Sometimes there is a result on the spot when you wear it on the spot, which is truly fabulous. So let me just pull up the chat and see. It's hard for me to talk and read the chat at the same time. So let me see if we have anything here we need to address. Vicki, if you want to come on and if you want to read anything or bring anything up. Okay, so yeah, so somebody's asking about ringing in the ears. If that works on the brain in this manner, it's possible that it can assist us with ringing in the ears. Absolutely. Yes. I have heard many stories of it helping. I have heard many stories where it hasn't gotten to that yet. So that's such a specific kind of condition as well. We don't exactly know where it's coming from. It could be coming from the brain. It could be coming from some type of allergy. It could be coming from even your ears being clogged or some type of throat, issue or clogging in this. So there's all kinds of different things with ringing in the ears that can happen from. But I have definitely seen it help people, and I have seen it where people are still, still trying to get that get some relief in that area. So do the nanocrystals have any association or likeness to nanoparticles? Fantastic question. You obviously know things, and so I applaud you. So no. So they're completely different from what we have going on today when people are using that terminology, nanoparticles, not associated in any way. So this crystal lattice structure is truly teeny tiny little crystals made up of amino acids, salts, and sugars. So those nanoparticles that we're talking about they're chemically designed. Okay. This is all natural particles that are, there's nothing, completely organic structures. That's all chemically, altered in some way, genetically altered in some way. So completely different, but fantastic question, because it's very important to understand what you're putting on your body, what you're putting in your body. So definitely need to understand that. Can the patches help with pain for rogue cell patients with prostate issues in rogue cells in the prostate. So I have definitely heard stories. So what's fantastic when I'm talking about GHK copper peptide is it turns on apoptosis in the body, which is programmed cell death of rogue cells. Okay, it is your body's natural way to deal with cells that are not duplicating in the proper fashion. It removes those, it latches onto those, removes those from the body. That is a natural body process that we all have so that our cells don't go rogue. Okay, so what this does, GHK, when that is activated, it helps to support that natural body process that's already there to help anyone who's going through some type of rogue cell issue in any part of their body. So fantastic question and very important to be able to have a way to naturally support your body. So the ice wave patch is great for pain. Yes, when going through anything, when going through rogue cell issues, I have a friend who just had dental work done. So having using the ice wave white right, tan left side of the body and helping remove that pain. And that's what I did with Bryant and Sharon when I patched them, when I was patching them for the headaches and the migraines and all the neck pain, is because really all of it was, up here. I did white right, tan left, and I stacked the X39 and the Eon. So Eon is our anti-inflammation patch. I stacked those two patches on top of each other to reduce that inflammation in the area. And then the ice wave breaks the pain frequency. So very, very fantastic technology for anyone who's in pain. So thank you so much. I try to stick to natural organic for such a relief. Absolutely. Janice, I am 110% with you. Anyone who knows me well knows that I am going to do everything possible to try something natural before I ever go to some kind of pharmaceutical or surgery. I look at those interventions as really, those are last resorts to me. Our society kind of puts us in this box, or puts us in this mental state of thinking that our first resort is allopathic medicine. Our first resort is a pharmaceutical, and then using those and then moving into surgery if needed. I really don't come from that type of view. My view is that we try herbal, homeopathic, essential oils, natural, frequency-based light therapy technology, anything that's going to support my body's natural processes before I ever step into the realm of allopathic medicine. So my life view is very much opposite than what our culture has created. So they're saying, thank you, Bryant, so much for sharing your success stories with us. Looking forward to hearing how this helps you and your wife 6 months from now. Just fantastic. Everybody's saying, thank you so much for your testimonial and sharing that with us. We know that you are going to bless so many people because you've decided to come on and share with us tonight. And so we really just thank you for taking time. Is there anything else you would like to say, Bryant, before we go?
Guys, all I can say is if you haven't tried it yet, you need to try them. You need to get the word out. Like I told Pastor Ed last night, the money compensation sounds amazing. That's not why I'm wanting to do it. I'm wanting to do it because I want people to know about it. There's so many people out there that need healing, that need help, that doesn't need to be taking these pain medicines that is not good for your body, these pharmaceuticals that's not good for your body. If you've got something that can allow your body to heal itself, why not?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Absolutely.
get it out to everybody.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes, that's exactly right. And that is our team. That's our team's heart. That's why we're here. We want people to know. And that's why you're with us, Bryant, because that's your heart too. And we're just so excited to have you joining us and sharing this message and this mission and just being a part of this amazing, life wave journey that we're all on and just bringing people in and sharing and changing lives one life at a time. And so super fascinating. I always forget to mention, Vicki and Pastor Ed, y'all have to hit me upside the head. Patchtheway.com. You want more education, you want more videos, you want more testimonials, patchtheway.com. Go there. All of our clinical studies are there. All of our patents are there. So if you're scientifically minded, you can dive in deep there. There's doctors that talk on there. So really tons and tons of information on that website. Use that website to share with your friends and family to get them educated as well on what's available. But even more important than that, don't wait. If you're here tonight and this is the very first time that you're hearing about this technology, please don't wait. Get back with the person who invited you to the call. Tell them that you are ready to get started tonight using this technology. Tonight is the night that you get your order placed, and let's see what amazing things God is going to do in your body with this technology. And so with that, we just pray blessing over each and every one of you. Thank you so much, Bryant. Good night, everyone.
You're welcome. Good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night. God bless.